that I think of.
Do you think we're going to see the Brella? I know that I have a good friend who does play a lot of Brella and sometimes gets the Sorella out here. So I'm wondering if we're going to see that out of Keen. And most of all, are we going to see that famed Charger, that backline from Red?
Oh, I hope so, because we did get to see Red earlier. We were in the back. We were in the audience watching the previous set and cheering from that reverse sweep.
Definitely. I'm excited to maybe see an E leader here and see whether it's the red leader, whether it's the V leader. It may end up just being something just pencil. We may get a rare pencil out of Red.
I know Red's really happy to not play pencil whenever possible. And it's not on pencil here. It's on
we're going to see the VAC. Oh, very exciting.
Oh, we've got Keen on Wiper actually here.
Oh, wow. So excited to see this loadout.
Yeah, so we've got both teams. A really, really quick early pop for Fuego Calamari. They do have a lot of bombs there. Hunty is trying to get some space here. Can start poking in. Torps are going out. And right now it's just going to be a back and forth until somebody goes down. And once that... Oh, with that Zuka shot from Cactus, they might be able to start going in.
Yeah, Fuego already at the... Oh, I spoke too soon. We are 2-2. And they're going to see if they can get that repop. It's under Bub. And get that check. Incredible. But they're 2 down. We'll see if Stam-Pao is able to get back into mid and push forward.
Does Nolan know? Does Nolan know? No, Nolan gets that pick anyway. Nolan still got that. So we've got Stam-Pao getting in. We've got the leader out from Nolan on that 96, pressing in. Just, even if they don't get a pick here, which they do.
Wow. Able to get that pick before that punish. Pick up, lost the lead due to that edging out past the checkpoint, but immediately goes down. We have Gabe still in there with Cactus and Red trying to take this space up and pop so that they can easily get into that check and move forward.
Yeah, we've got the bubble coming out, and it's very much a stalemate right now until they can start really taking charge of that right check or maybe see a funny flank. That hammer does go down, unfortunately. Hammer's so inconsistent.
That is the life of Hammer, knowing that you're going to go down but trying to do it anyways. Then we have Red backing.
Ooh, here's another Hammer. Are you going to get anything?
Up against the Hammer, we know that back has nothing. Ooh.
That was
great
nice.
Pick by Keen on that Wiper.
Yeah, and now Stam-Pao might be able to start moving in. We do have a Zuka on their side. Hunty's got that
But I'd
ready.
argue, more importantly, a Kraken. Everybody has to move back, get out of the way of that Kraken. Perfect for pushing, especially with this push here, but they do go 2 down. Ending that push, Keen trying to get that pop so they can continue moving forward.
Oh! They got that, and the Hammer's still going. Do they get
a rare W for the Hammer?
We love to see it. You hate to feel it, but you love to see it when you're commentating.
Certainly when you go down to that Hammer, feels bad. Feels bad.
It feels so bad. But still, not a huge lead.
Interesting to see Red kind of be a little bit more aggressive with this Charger play. Often a lot of people like to sit in that window, kind of be back there, but Red picking up the Rainmaker, kind of waiting to get in, waiting for their teammates to go back in because they are 1 down, they're shot down. They're definitely going to need that shot so that they can get that Zuka and move in.
Oh, Gabe's going wild on that Wiper, allowing Red to start getting in.
And here I said rare Wiper W, common Wiper L.
Oh!
Wow.
But Nolan's Kraken shuts that down. This Cactus, I see you. I see you.
Was already seen by Nolan, definitely making their way back into mid. Very exciting, but being checked by Red sort of on that left. You don't want to get sniped straight out of your pants when you're making your way back into mid.
Oh, gonna have to take out this bubble. Common
Hammer L.
Vic takes down that Hammer.
Oh, and we once again have this Kraken in mid Definitely fantastic for taking up all that space.
I feel like we just saw Nolan's Kraken.
Yeah, I need to know how much special charge is on that Kraken because it's definitely coming out all the time. But we all know you have to get past that choke in elbow in order to really get a push going. So Nolan having that Kraken ready, definitely super helpful. I'm betting there's a lot of special charge on that Kraken so that they can push past and get a solid push in.
Yeah, Hunty here trying to, they could take down, yeah, good teamwork taking that down.
Oh, here comes the Zuka.
Oh, but the back is out.
Popped with the vac.
Oh, but
wow.
There is one down Fuego Calamari. Fuego Calamari has the lead, but
wait,
it is not a safe lead.
Wow. Not at all. Wow. Vic definitely showing us what's up, I think, on this junior.
On the zap, yeah. Getting that cooler juice out.
You gotta get the cooler. I myself am a cooler player. Sometimes you just gotta back off, get the cooler for your team so everybody lives and everyone stays up.
We were 10 seconds down. This is a 10-point difference. It is anybody's game.
And we all know that's not safe. It's going to definitely depend on who gets this pop here.
It looks like Stam-Pao gets the pop, grabs the Rainmaker. This is their last push. Last
they
chance
stay
to get
alive.
the lead.
I know that Keen is definitely feeling the pressure. It is so hard, and they're going up against a vac. Backing up, barely grazed by that vac shot. Getting ready to go back in that push. Cactus goes out. We have a bubble, which you do not want to see if you're on push in overtime. I have to wonder how much is left on this Rainmaker. Nolan on this Kraken, perfect for pushing.
Gets the hammer down.
Common hammer L.
Oh, but there's pressure. Oh, and Fuego Calamari takes it. Incredible
patience. It takes a lot of patience and tempering to not completely throw yourselves at the rain and just be focused on getting them down. Took a lot of patience and a lot of positioning from Fuego Calamari.
They did a great job. Both teams, Fuego played that so well at the end, able to just put that pressure on the Rainmaker. That choke on that right check, so hard to get past.
It's just so hard to get past that elbow. But we're looking here at Clamblit's Umami Ruins. What do you think about this map mode?
This is definitely one of the more snowball-y maps.
Oh, absolutely. We were talking about chokes. Oh, wow.
Are there chokes on Umami?
Oh, golly.
This is totally a, win condition is a little bit of spawn camping.
Absolutely. If you can keep that other team in their spawn, trying to just paint what little space they have left to try and get those specials to get you out of their spawn, you've basically won the game.
Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to this game because that last one was close.
Oh, absolutely. I was definitely on the edge of my seat. Keen, definitely a strong Rainmaker player there. A lot of lesser players would have just tried to rush it, eke out the points, but definitely a lot of patience there. We saw them get, eked by that vac shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, they dodged the Zukas?
Yeah, dodged Zukas. Dodged everything. They truly threw everything to get that last push, but...
Yeah, we've got the audience behind us getting really, really excited. Next up is Clamblitz on Umami. As mentioned, Vic is stirring up the crowd here.
Definitely excited to see Nolan probably on this bracket. We love it. Definitely.
The color guard is not calling Vic back. Maybe in another lifetime when Vic is not busy playing Splatoon.
Ooh, I hear that we are queuing up. And thus starts.
Red's got that E-leader. Keen on the decaf.
Okay. Keen on decaf, we have that bubble. That bubble is going to be imperative. Because once you bub in their spawn, you've got a lot of jumps, and it's easy for someone to just get that clam and jump on
else I've noticed? Fuego Calamari is not running Tacticooler.
Oh, wow. They are coolerless. That's very rare to see in comp, in coordinated play. You want that cooler to get back in quickly so you can also dive the other team, maybe go down and then you're right back in the game. So them going coolerless, especially up against a very difficult cooler team, is a very strong choice.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see how it goes out. 2 down on the side of Fuego Calamari. Does
Wow,
get the pick
yeah,
of the decaf.
that's the E-leader life, you know? You're playing the game and suddenly you explode.
Oh!
Another one from Red. Are we
Red's just
shocked?
gonna-
Absolutely not.
Red's charger is so good.
Oh, absolutely. Like, Red's very known for their charger, and they're showing exactly why that's the reason. As I said before, we have Nolan coming in with this Kraken, just barely getting that pick despite being on the grates and almost
Yeah, just
falling
barely
through.
not falling.
Wow! Getting an absolutely crazy pick.
Yeah, we're down to 77 now on the side of Stam-Pao.
And I see we
68.
have double gal here. It seems as though they've decided to kind of go a mirror match a little bit here.
Yeah,
Where we have
got
a
the
96
52
and a
and
52.
96.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. All right.
Both very difficult to go up against.
Hunty
for
trying
sure.
to get some more clams and does get one more, so we're below 60. And getting a pick on
Yeah,
Vic is
this
huge.
clam economy is not great. We see currently, it seems as though there's one clam on the board. Ooh, gets the splat. That's the Kraken way, you know? You're invincible. You just go for it, and as long as you aren't blinking and about to get out of it, you get that pick.
Yeah, you know, we had a break from that push. This is now, you know, part 2 of that same push from Stam-Pao. Are they get all the way down to 38.
Able to get an entire power clam in. That is huge. I always say if you get that push in, you have to get subsequent clams in, or else you're just giving them a power clam, like
Yeah, absolutely.
unnecessarily.
Absolutely. If you're making basket, you better actually be, you know, scoring some real points.
Absolutely. They're down to 14. Huge lead. About halfway through the entire match. So that's definitely where you want to be.
Good pick. I was very afraid we were going to see
Yeah.
somebody dive off the map.
If you ask me, wow! And another pick. Wiper can hit like a wet paper towel. It can be difficult sometimes to get those picks, and you see, as I said before, common hammer L.
It's really nice to see it pop off sometimes. And, you know, it looks like we've got Fuego Calamari
Behind them. That's terrible.
Oh, but they lose both of their power clams.
Definitely. Having someone behind you don't realize, very tough.
Oh, sometimes
Perfect
you just
jump out.
You got a murder zap on you. You're like, oh, dang it.
Zap, even though it can be supportive because it has that cooler ready, lightweight weapon, easy to gun people down if you let it.
So fast.
We have a decaf here. They're being bombed out in this choke. Fuego Calamari definitely putting a lot of energy into making sure they don't get in and get a subsequent push. They're definitely on the defense here.
Is Hunty gonna get a Zuka pick? We got one more shot. No Zuka pick.
Sometimes you just gotta get rid of that Zuka when you wanna like fight with your main weapon. do the last shot. Wow.
Oh, a really good double. We do have the Kraken out now. Are they gonna get the
Oh,
pick?
wow.
Oh. That went back and forth. And Keen is trying to get this all alone. Does get taken down by that hammer, able to eat that bomb.
I see that they're kind of like going in for this push with the clam economy. They should definitely make sure they get this power clam for this push, and they've got it. All they have to do is get past this choke, and maybe they can start getting points on the board.
You know what? That leader shot and with the assist might be helping them out here, but Red's going to start moving up with that power clam.
Can't put it
Able to
alone.
score it.
Yes, finally get that in.
starting.
They're able to put in those subsequent clams, which I think is so important. We don't want to just give them an unnecessary free power pity clam. And they go down, push basically over.
Yeah, only able to get to 68 here, and we only have 15 seconds left to go, so it's going to be really tough for Fuego Calamari to get the lead here.
Oh, golly. This is, besides getting that pick, it's definitely, a 1v1 with Wiper, not great. Like I said, Wiper hits a bit like a wet paper towel, and a decaf hits tough. We've got a Kraken.
Gets a really good pick, but they've got to score soon if they want to, you know.
No, absolutely. But I
actually try
will
to turn this
say
around.
it's so hard to get past this choke, especially when the team is already there. They're basically locked in mid. I think we can say this is kind of GG's.
Yeah, really good, strong game from Stam-Pao. really strong game, able to tie this back to a 1-1. This is a best of 5 situation.
And that's their answer to that last match.
They had a really strong Umami game.
Not just strong, very dominant.
Yeah.
Like I said before, off the top, if you get they were not stuck in their spawn, very helpful for them, but if you can't get past that mid, get past their choke, it's definitely going to be very, very tough to really answer back to the lead that Stam-Pao had.
Absolutely. They're going to have to try to, break this tie. Both teams here. We're heading into Splat Zones on Mako Mart.
Ooh, so Splat Zones, Mako Mart. Definitely here, you're going to want to see AoE.
Yeah, I don't know that we've seen a whole lot of AoE from either of these teams so much.
Yeah, very straightforward. They love a shooter. I love to pick Tri-Slosher here. I love a Slosher because it's such a vertical map.
Those stacks.
They've got the stacks in mid. You've got even like your own plat. There's a very vertical nature to this map mode. And so you're going to want to ledge. You're going to want to make it hard for especially Red, who's on a very backline that doesn't get a lot of movement usually, assuming they're going to be on leader again.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to have a lot of trouble being ledged perhaps by a Wiper or
Wiper can do that.
any sort of slosher or blaster or AoE weapon that can get over those ledges and make it hard for anyone to really set up camp and aim.
Yeah. And the nice thing about Red, though, on that leader, really able to have some nice sight lines to pressure people to take certain spots that then the rest of the team can keep an eye
Capitalize on. I wouldn't want to be one of those stacks with Red looking at me. That's
The
for
stacks
sure.
are not safe.
Yeah.
Right, we're headed into Game 3 of the winners final.
Exciting stuff.
We do have Red on that leader.
Oh, and we've got strikes from Hunty.
Yeah,
very
Hunty's switching
exciting.
to tech. Yeah, not really any AoE here. They're pretty just, we got some strong shooters.
I do expect to see some wet paper towel ledging, from that Wiper. Make it hard for anyone like a Red who's set up there to get a proper sight line when you come up to them. It seems as though we're just kind of in neutral. Anyone yet to just completely take zone. Nolan already crackening, has to get out of there so that he doesn't get punished.
Oh, yeah, that was a desperate Kraken in a 2-down situation on Stam-Pao side.
Absolutely. We see Fuego Calamari taking an early lead. And we have a jump out, so they basically have mid for free. Gonna be tough for Stam-Pao to get back into this mid and take back over mid and zone, especially when they had that bub there that was just shredded.
Yeah, they have strikes ready. We have the bubble coming out from Keen, able to get a really good pick. Trying to really
Here
camp
come the
these
strikes,
stacks.
and they're able to get control. Those strikes can be so tough here. A strike or any sort of special that can just this zone is not as huge as you would think it is. It's deceptive. So you can definitely use a special like you have on that T-Tech to take the entirety of the zone.
Yeah, we've got Nolan has another Kraken at the ready. We've
Oh
got a
gosh,
hammer ready.
Gabe, you better run.
Yeah, just get out.
And rightfully so, they did run.
You can have that spot. It's fine.
I would almost say sort of wasting Nolan's Kraken here, but he was able to take that sort of wow!
Oh, gets two.
Double from Gabe on this hammer. Rare hammer double.
They're chasing
We'd
Keen.
love to see it. Wow!
They get Keen.
Wins this 1v1, and we know that that's a bit of a losing draw there, so that's incredible. Definitely from Gabe.
Fuego Calamari able to hold on, get this at 44.
Wow.
But I don't know, this is going back and forth now. It is anybody's game.
Absolutely. 47 with that 35 penalty. They've got a while to go before they can get back to sort of working on lead. Here,
the fixed
we've got a
target.
1v1.
It is so hard hard to fight that 96 when you're in a junior. You're like, I'm baby.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Absolutely. You want to jump out, but you can't, you're already engaged. I know the struggle. We have Gabe kind of going here on this flank, opting to throw that hammer instead of kind of like following it through, having this right stack.
Good trade on there.
Well-placed trade. We see this decaf has the bubble. We'll see if they'll be able to get back into mid. No?
We got a bubble v bubble.
Bubble v bubble game. Bubble, we see that, I think both teams have...
When did he just jump up the net?
Wow. Red in a
Gabe.
very aggressive space here on this E-leader, opting to sort of back up.
Fuego Calamari got some more points on the board now. They're down to 35.
Absolutely.
They're still going.
Counting. Oh, but they only have Gabe up. Definitely, hopefully.
Oh, Gabe, your life was in danger.
Yeah, was hoping for that jump out. Didn't make it, unfortunately. And now they're about to be pushed up to their plat. You do not want to be pushed up to your plat in this particular map. It can be so hard to just drop and get into mid. So they're definitely in a poor place and probably going to lose lead here if anything goes as expected.
Yeah, you got Nolan's cracking out, able to keep them back, get that lead. Points still accumulating on the board. One down, two down on one side, one on the other.
Yeah,
but Fuego Calamari's got to cap this.
Let's see, they're in neutral. Very interesting. Both of them just trying to paint, wow, and we continue to count down. 9, 8, 7. Oh gosh, with these downs, it looks like GG's.
Stam-Pao breaking this tiebreaker. They're now up 2-1.
Going for the, I'd say reverse sweep, but I don't think an L necessarily on game 1 counts as a reverse sweep, but definitely they're building momentum with this second win.
Yeah, they brought the heat to Fuego Calamari.
Absolutely, despite the lack of AoE as we were kind of looking for there.
Yeah, now Stam-Pao's looking for that match point.
In tower control, Hagelmart, what are your thoughts here about comps and sort of how to play this map?
I think Red might have a field day here on Fuego Calamari's side.
Oh, absolutely. We've got that tent right as you drop out from your spawning. You've got that tent on right. Absolutely devastating to have an E-leader, the weapon with the most range in the entire game, able to just have open season on you in that mid, not to mention that right. If you try to flank in from your perspective on that left, Red on this E-leader is going to have a really good way of seeing almost anything that happens. So you're going to have a hard time going up against a weapon that kills so quickly with such great range.
Yeah, this is definitely an E-leader map. Stam-Pao's got to be prepared for that. You know, they've got to know, you know, at least they can tell themselves, we don't have to win this game, but they'd feel a lot better if they did.
Absolutely. I also think that Fuego Calamari has to watch because this can also be quite the snowball-y map mode. It's very easy to sort of like let the other team go on tower, and then next thing you know, it's knockout. So they're definitely going to have to make sure they don't stagger. And that they really pay attention to their positioning and keeping people down so they don't get snowballed.
Absolutely. We're heading into the Game 4 of Winners Final at the Big Dapple 5. We've got a Hunty on the T-Tech, ready to throw some strikes at Red.
Some GG strikes. And I don't think we have changes from either team. I know we have Vic on this junior. We love to see Bubble on a tower mode. You can bubble that tower, keep yourself safe for a bit while you get points on the board.
Oh, Nolan caught an unfortunate pinch, but was able to get one down. And Vic then goes down.
Just as we were saying, Red definitely has that great sight line to just get these picks like open season. Straight on that tower. One thing I will say, whenever I queue up and there's an E-leader and I'm playing tower, The E leader knows where you're going to be. You're on tower. All they have to do is point and shoot.
They are, but still Stam-Pao pushing in. Hunty trying to push Red away. Red in a really unfortunate situation. Fortunately, Hunty does go down. And
Gabe
now,
kind of here to clean up the mess that's
it's still
going
going.
on.
They're
Like,
almost to checkpoint 3.
snowball. It's been almost no time at all, just over a minute, and yet we're down to 23. It can be so tough to defend against a push on tower haggle, definitely. But we have Fuego Calamari moving back up into mid to try and shut down the remainder of this push.
Oh, they were hand-holding. Keen able to punish that other sword, though.
And you never want to hold hands up against a decap. That's an auto 2 deaths for sure.
All right, so it looks like Fuego Calamari is starting to try to stabilize. Cactus trying to clear some space in front of tower.
Jumping
Does have
out,
to jump
staying
back.
safe. We love to see that.
You know,
Because,
has a Zuka.
oh yes, we have a Zuka and we have a hammer online. Extremely
Kraken!
unfortunate. Wait,
But
wait,
the
are they gonna?
Kraken!
Would have
But
loved
the-
to see
Oh, but the Kraken is invincible.
a rare hammer W once again. But that Kraken, invincible for quite a bit of time.
Oh, we've got members of Fuego Calamari going down.
2 down, not what you want to see, especially when you're not the one necessarily winning the game right now.
Yeah, and Keen able to get this bubble in a really good place.
You do not want to see a bubble in your own spawn.
No, Keen just,
Shredded accordingly.
like, this is what decap does. It just holds space.
It really does very well, and it's difficult to challenge a decap if you're not well equipped to do so. I think they're able to get this sort of delayed,
All right.
delayed no
Oh,
more,
but Vic goes
proper
down.
wipe. But more importantly, they're able to go into mid, making it harder for Stam-Pao to mount another push, which you definitely do not want with them down at 23.
Yeah, you know, Fuego Calamari
Ooh,
really
Nolan
gotta break
going
that
down,
first check.
getting punished for that flank there. Vic
Vic
sort of
wants blood.
skirmishing. Wow. Definitely getting a lot. Ooh, like we just said, do not hold hands when you have a decap online.
All right, we've got Cactus trying to clear out that bats area, sort of forced to go back a little bit. We are clearing the first checkpoint, though, on the side of Fuego Calamari. They have some momentum.
Wow.
Gabe gets a great pick.
Critical pick. Love to see it. We have Hunty here having to go up against this hammer. Oh, and they're, ooh.
It's so close.
So many of them go down to strikes. That's why often in tower, you're gonna want these strikes online. GG strikes to clear that tower. You know where they're gonna be.
Such great work.
This is Red's map.
Was
for
not
sure.
able to get the pick on Hunty. Hunty managed to get into cover just in time. But you know, they've got momentum. They're going. They really got to clear.
But
that
you know what
space.
stops momentum?
Is that invincible Kraken.
Absolutely. When you see a Kraken online, you just gotta move back. There's nothing you can do to
no one
stop
might
it.
be cooked here. But gets a trade. That's actually huge.
Critical trade, absolutely. You want to get that trade shut down their push. And you see Fuego Calamari is down to 29. They don't have a solid lead at all when they're all the way there.
Yeah, they're close. They could overtake that 23.
Wow.
But, Drake was just ready for that jump.
Definitely, they've got 3 people online, but we see, I think Hunty here has those strikes, probably going to hold on to those to have the GG strikes such that when they get down low enough, they can just clear tower and end the game.
They need to take out Hunty. We have
Absolutely,
15
and I'm
seconds left to
assuming
go.
that's what Cactus is trying to do. Hopefully get rid of those GG strikes so that they can continue their push and hopefully go down enough. I'm assuming those GG strikes are going to come out soon enough. Their zap is down. Here
Cactus
come
goes
the
down
GG
near the strikes.
Nobody's near tower.
Nolan jumps onto tower, that invincible Kraken. They get that 3rd point, winning winner's final.
And able to tie that up, but a nail biter, much like the first game of this set. It wasn't an easy W, and that's what we like to see on LAN.